Good day, viewers. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the news today. Please feel free to share what you think and feel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Engizokwenza namhlanje ngizodila nale part ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it. I know some of the people basebenzise yona le phrase to say it also include people who came into the country illegally and people who abasezweni already illegally. So ngizodila nayo le part le ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it. So okungiphatha kabi ukuthi le phrase forms part of chapter, I mean page long le preamble, right? But okungixakayo ukuthi kuyona yonke lento ebhaliwe lapha abantu bathatha nje just this one part ethi South Africa belongs to it, bangabisaqhubeka ukuthi ithini lento. So namhlanje ngicela siyifunde le phrase itholakala kwi preamble of the Constitution of the South African Constitution ka 1996. Okay, let us start with reading the preamble of the Constitution. We will post as we read, you will post here, and then as we go through it now uzoyifunde. So let me start. The first part says, we, the people of South Africa. So meaning that it is the people of South Africa that are writing this preamble, right? So it says, we, the people of South Africa, we recognize the injustices of our past. Not anybody's past, but our past. And we honor those who suffered for justice and freedom in our land. We respect those who have worked to build and develop our country. And we believe that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, united in diversity. I think the last part, because abantu abaningi bavele bathathe le part ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it, forgetting ukuthi it continues and say united in diversity ngizoma lapho. So what does united in diversity mean? Let us remember in our previous videos where we dealt with the historical background of the Constitution, where does the Constitution as South Africa comes from, and yayibathitha kanjani abantu abamnyama, ukuthi abantu abamnyama were excluded from social services, from getting grant, from getting healthcare services, from a lot of things. Abantu abamnyama be excluded. So uma ke ngo-1996 the legislature or the parliament is adopted this new constitution in 1996, they are saying now South Africa belongs to all who live in it, meaning that, and it continues to say, we are united in our diversity. So what is that diversity that they're referring to? They are referring to white South Africans, to black South Africans, to Indian South Africans, and to colored South Africans. That's the diversity that they're referring to. Let us remember, black people were excluded. They were not included in parliament in 1993 or in the constitution in 1993, 1980, 83. They were not included. So in this constitution, they are now included. Wonke umuntu wase South Africa. South Africa belong again, right? And we are united in our diversity. So it also includes illegal foreigners. Because I have gone through the Constitution, I have read the Constitution, I have read the Immigration Act, I have read the National Health Act. I want to deal with what the law says about illegal foreigners. So Immigration Act, Section 32, subsection 1 says, any illegal foreigner shall depart from the country, unless authorized by the department, that is the Department of Home Affairs, to remain in the country pending his application for his status. Meaning that an illegal foreigner, no matter bafike South Africa ngongemthetho abahamba. That is according to Section 32. Umuntu ofike South Africa ngongemthetho, the only provision that deals with illegal foreigners is Section 32, subsection 1 of the Immigration Act, and it clearly states ukuthi an illegal foreigner abahamba. So angazi ukuthi all those officials and your Human Rights Commission, I saw them making a statement South Africa belongs to all who live in it, meaning it also include illegal foreigners, because you never find it anywhere. Angiyazi justification yabo. So I still challenge anyone who says the Constitution of South Africa in Section 27 and other section that says everyone also includes illegal foreigner to challenge, to come forward and show me a provision in any of the statutes of South Africa esho lokho ukuthi umuntu ofike South Africa ngongemthetho kumele athole usizo lwezempilo. We can argue then singakhuluma ke umusukhuluma ngelokho ngana nge-emergency medical services, that is section 27 subsection 3. That's a different story, but umuntu oyiphethelwe yikhanda nje nophethwe isisu, that's not an emergency. So I challenge anybody and anyone who still say that illegal foreigners should be provided free healthcare in South Africa to come forward as changes a provision because section 32 of the Immigration Act clearly states an illegal foreigner must depart from the country, meaning that an illegal foreigner must agahab.
Hambani, 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 hambani. Hambani. Hambani, 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 hambani.
Dudula, the leader of Dudula, you are the only fool in South Africa that is right on deporting foreigners. I call you a fool because you acted without investigating where these foreigners are coming from and what they were facing before they decide to come here. In the book of God, it says that my children have suffered because they lack knowledge. You lack knowledge. That's why you are wasting the materials of South Africa to deport foreigners. You all South Africans, you think Malema is wrong when he said that don't deport foreigners, document them. He was right, because if you deport someone like me, in my country, I said before, we work for at least 10 rand per day in a company, not a piece job. Then you will decide to deport me there and think in your mind that I will not come back. How foolish can you be? I'm thinking of asking you a question, but no. Let me just give you an example. In the Bible, Elisha prophesied that in Samaria, food will be there tomorrow, and there's a guy who doubted, who was a security guard. When the prophet know that he doubted, he said that you will see it but you will not eat it. By the time the food appeared in Samaria, he said, guys, let us do a queue, trying to block people who are hungry from getting food. Do you know what happened to him? They step on him and get the food. This is what you are trying to do. You need to know how frustrated the people you are trying to control before you decide to control them. In this, I am trying to make you see that Zimbabweans, no matter how many times you deport them, you will never succeed on making them stay in Zimbabwe as long as there is no job, as long as they are frustrated. I know your idea. You think they should fight their government. They should fight their government. Only a Zimbabwean will understand how dangerous their leaders are. You will never understand because you have so much freedom. A little problem, you protest, nothing happened to you. A little problem, you protest, nothing happened to you. Zimbabweans, they have materials to damage everyone who is leading or who is protesting. So they know that it's actually an impossible mission. This is what you want them to do. I want to tell you another thing. Even if you take the whole South African army and put it in border Zimbabwe to guide it so that Zimbabwe will not come here, they will still find a way to come here illegally. The only way, assist them. I told Zimbabweans that don't depend on South Africans that they should assist you on being documented. It is the duty of your country. But I can still say it to you again. The best way to avoid problem in South Africa is to document Zimbabweans, is to document foreigners. I'm sorry for calling you a fool, Zandile, but your effort is right. You're actually right. You wish your people to have jobs. You wish to have your freedom, but I want you to know that it's not a good thing to fight an impossible mission. You always say that we will win, we'll win, we'll win. I am telling you the truth. You will never win on this. You will never win. It's not possible. Absolutely not possible. No matter what you do in South Africa, foreigners will always be here as long as South Africa have opportunities. There is another thing that you never knew. In border, there are people who are making money by crossing people from Zimbabwe to South Africa and crossing people from South Africa to Zimbabwe. They are making money from it. Even if you make all army to go to guide that border, there will still be a way because they still want to make money by crossing people. You understand? So you have a long way to go if you must stop Zimbabweans.
Yes, as a province, and indeed many other parts of our country, we continue to have foreign nationals who do not have documents. Recently, a program has been started to examine who amongst the foreign nationals does not have documents, and a number of them are being arrested. And those who do not have permits to be in South Africa better know from now that South Africans want this country to be occupied by people who have documents or who are citizens of our country. That is something that they should know. We continue to ensure that we strengthen the security cluster. Recently, we had committed that we would have an effective border surveillance process. We have set up a border management agency. That was one of those commitments that was made even in ANC conferences. We now have one. We are moving forward. It is now operational. I will be going with Comrade Mutsaledi to go and launch it. We do so to ensure that we stop inward migration that is not permitted in our country, and to increase the security of our borders and deal with illegal migration, but also to deal with illegal flow of goods across the borders.
Today is gone beyond the relationship about informal traders. It is an anti-foreigners campaign which has been carried out by major political parties like ANC, Operation Dudula March to March, Action SA, and ETCs. So, by saying this, the structures of the government, we are not there. We are traders, we are not politicians. We do not make any of these laws. We did not issue the smart card and permits by ourselves. Rather, the city issued them to us. Now, what we understand is that whenever there is change of mayor in the city of Johannesburg, a new mayor came with his MMCs like economic development and councillors. And now, when they come, we are not sure if they do study the bylaws of the city, whereby there are informal traders in this